I just want to, chime in, give my little 2 cents on the Keith Thurman versus Robert Guerrero post-fight thoughts. Overall, I like the whole NBC card, man. I thought the whole thing was good. The commentary, the crowd was really into it. I just thought it was a really good thing for boxing, man. Overall, just very good. I like the way how NBC is taking, the next step to make boxing, where it used to be. And I really like where it's going, man. Just overall, it's very good. I enjoyed it, and so I just want to give my quick little 2 thoughts on Keith Thurman's victory. Um, First off, I noticed that when Robert Guerrero got knocked down, I believe it was somewhere like in the ninth round, somewhere around there, and he got knocked down flat on his ass. And I noticed right after that, Robert Guerrero wanted, take the volume up. He wanted to press the action more. It seemed like he just got like a big jolt of energy, and he wanted to make it an inside fighting game against Keith Thurman. And I thought that he should have been pressing that kind of action throughout majority of the fight. It just seems like, and I also noticed that Robert Guerrero wasn't jabbing enough. He needed to use that jab a way lot more, man. And if he would have used that, drive and energy throughout majority of the fight, I think the fight would have been way much more closer than what it was. I know that Guerrero, he respected Keith Thurman's power early, man, and then he respected that power, and he just knew that he didn't want to try and, really, really want to try to go in there and try to exchange with this dude at all. But I got to give credit to Robert Guerrero, man. Any other fighter would have went down for the count. He got back up and he tried, man. But he was already so far behind on the scorecards, man. So he was just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go out with a bang and try to make the best of it. Best that I can, man. But Keith Thurman was very impressive in this fight as far as his reflexes. His reflexes was top notch. He was so efficient at being able to be so unpredictable. There were so many times during the fight where you think that he's going to go to the body, and instead he comes up with a hook, and vice versa. There were so many times when you think that he keeps his guard up and he's going to go to the hook, and then he's throwing combinations to the body. And then when Guerrero tries to counterpunch, he ducks out of the way and protects himself. It was just so many things that Thurman was doing, man. It was just so impressive, man. And this fight now has to, clear the mind of the doubters. You know what I'm saying? I think this dude's ready for the big leagues now. And I tell you what I think is a really good fight for Keith Thurman next. I really honestly think that a really damn good fight for him next is Kell Brook. That would be a monster of a fight, especially if Keith Thurman goes over to UK and does the fight over there. That would be a huge, good look for him, man. Now, I don't know too much about this JoJo Dan cat that Kell Brook's fighting. And another reason why I think Kell Brook would be an excellent fight for Keith Thurman is that Kell Brook, in his last fight with Sean Porter, he adjusted to the brawling tactics. He completely proved me wrong in that fight. I thought Sean Porter would do the exact same thing he did to Devin Alexander, and just make Kell Brook unprepared. But Kell Brook showed that it was the total opposite, and he adjusted. Kell Brook got good athleticism. He's got good stamina. He's got a very good jab. That would just be one hell of a fight, man. I'm telling you right now. I think, in my opinion, that's a straight down the middle 50-50 fight. I would not even know how to call that fight. I think that fight would really boil down to who can take the most punishment first, and whoever gets hurt the most. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be that's who I'd have to give the edge to. But I just really couldn't call that fight. That would be one hell of a good fight. And I think that Kell Brook is fighting real soon, so I think that fight could possibly happen. Another good fight for him is actually Sean Porter. I think Sean Porter is fighting on another NBC card on the 15th, which I believe is next week. So if Sean Porter could become victorious in that fight, I would like to see that fight. I don't know too much about his opponent, Roberto Garcia, but if Sean Porter is victorious, I would not mind that fight at all. Another strong candidate you got is the winner of the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. Thurman against either Mayweather or Pacquiao would be a phenomenal fight. Timothy Bradley is still a good option as well. That could most likely happen, but I tell you what, guys, man, this welterweight division is stacked. It's stacked beyond. It's really one of the most competitive divisions in boxing right now. And Keith Thurman just proved, man, that this dude has really, really good skills, man. It's not even just really that, he could box, he could punch. The dude could switch stances. He knows how to handle adversity. He don't let the crowd get to him. Just a very impressive performance by Keith Thurman, man. And I wish him nothing but the best from this point on. I do believe that he's ready for A-level competition now. But like I said, I wouldn't even mind him seeing him going up against Amir Khan. I think that'd be a pretty good fight. But yeah, Robert Guerrero just wasn't using the jab enough, and his skill. This just proved that even though Robert Guerrero is a tough, solid, durable fighter, man, his skill set is just not there as a fighter. It's not. I mean, he usually gets his victories through grinding out opponents and stuff, but I mean that works for him. But when you're fighting guys like Floyd Mayweather and Keith Thurman, man, it just shows that his skill set is not up to par with them dudes, man. So I'm very, very curious to see where Keith Thurman goes from here, man, because the fights are only going to get harder and the fights are only going to get more challenging, man. So it's going to be very interesting, man. But Robert Guerrero is still no pushover. Like I said, man, I take my hat off to that dude, man, because that right uppercut was no joke. I mean, Robert Guerrero looked like he wanted to take a vacation, man. He was laying down and he looked like he was laying down on the beach in Hawaii somewhere, man. That he was down, man. I mean, I've seen Robert Guerrero knocked down before, but not like that. He was flat on his ass. And I just want to give my two quick cents on the Adrian Broner versus John Molina fight. It was an okay fight. I mean, thing is with Adrian Broner, you never know which Adrian Broner is going to show up. You know what I'm saying? You know that we all saw that he came in a pound overweight. I mean, it's not really surprising to me. I still do think that Adrian Broner is a good fighter if he dedicates himself and he disciplines himself. When he is fully dedicated, fully disciplined, man, I mean, there's no limit to his success, man, and his skill set. But that's the thing with Adrian Broner. You never know which Adrian Broner is going to show up. So overall, I like where this NBC thing is going. I can't really say nothing bad about Al Heyman. I never knew much about Al Heyman to begin with. I know a lot of people dislike him and this and that, but if he's putting on really good, solid cards like this, man, I have to, support that as a boxing fan. So, yeah, 2015, man, is still going strong, and I'll probably, do a post-fight video on the Sean Porter fight, and I'm really looking forward to see where Keith Thurman goes from here.